What up, Search fam? Sade here. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you are new, my name is Sade. I'm out here curating and co-creating a cool ass life. Today we are talking about planner and journal ecosystem. Now, whether this is your first time going across my little corner of the internet or you keep coming back, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, become part of my internet family, and we on our way to getting our 1,000 subscribers. It's been a long time coming, but we up. So if you do those things, you'll be made aware of every time I post a new video, which is usually on the weekends. Now, I am a neurodivergent girly and one who is serious about creating systems that help me to stay on top of things and to stay organized, all things. But I also am analog about those things. Like, I keep some things digitally, like alarms and whatnot, but I really prefer to write down my thoughts. I do also do journaling and free writing and things on my computer. And maybe I'll talk about that a little bit. But what I am going to talk about are the physical items that will be helping me to stay organized and thoughtful over 2026. Now, you don't have to do what I do. I'm just doing what works for me. Okay. So to start off, I have two-ish planners, and then a number of journals. So we're going to start with this small blue one, which is made by Molskeine, and it is a monthly, weekly planner that I use. This is my work planner. So this goes everywhere, which you can already see that it has a little bit of wrinkling right here because it's always in my bag. And this has been super helpful because I write down my things that I need to do for my courses, like the reading, any other notes. And then when I have meetings, I take my meeting notes on the lined page side. So there is a lot of repetition in me keeping my dates. Sometimes I put my appointments in here as well, because again, this stays in my bag. So it's almost always on me. Next, I have a larger planner. This one I got from Muji, and trying it out, I love that it has a lot more space in the monthlies, as well as it too has the setup of a weekly side with free writing space. So I use this for my personal stuff. Like, I'll put work things in like broadly, like, oh, you have a meeting, you need to do these things, but also my daily to-do lists kind of go in here, and I do shorter reflections throughout the week, or if I am just have a dream or whatever and I think about something, this quickly goes in here. This one I also am using for when I travel, especially traveling abroad, because it has more space for me to keep up with things. But again, there is crossover because I usually write certain things. With this though, because of the size and the sort of slimmer form factor, I'm adding to it a grid notebook from Muji as well. This is B5 style, and it has 30 pages, and this will end up being my morning pages, longer written reflections that I can just put in with this, and it all goes in one space, which I really, really like. I am going to try to be more diligent about doing morning pages, maybe not daily, but I will do it at least 2 to 3 times a week. Just dump my brain in long form, 10 to 15 minutes. I am currently doing that here in this notebook, which I have not quite finished yet. I think I got this off of Jeff Bezos. So I put in a lot of things. I do my tarot readings in here. I do longer style reflections and brain dumps when I'm planning ideas for things. So this is sort of a catch-all. It's small enough that I can take it with me when I'm working out at a coffee shop or whatever, but I am trying to fill this one up so I can move to completing my B5 system. Now, my friend gifted me for Christmas an Auralign astrology planner, and I follow Alina on YouTube. And so I was really excited about this, but I was like, also, oh snap, I have planners already. So I love this because it helps you to think through your cycles and planning and reflecting around the lunar cycles, which I really, really like. And I'm sorry, y'all, that the sun is sunning right now, but I am using this, the sort of weekly, daily planner type situation, for its ability to make a top priorities. I'm using the middle section to do sort of like prayers and affirmations, and then using this as my gratitude journal. Will this go everywhere with me? No, which means that my bigger planner, the B5, sometimes will end up being my gratitude journal, because tracking my gratitude is really big for my own emotional wellness. But I'm doing that here so I can use this alongside thinking through the lunar cycle and how that affects me, and sort of being a little bit more mindful and cognizant of that. Finally, I have another Muji B5, or well, this is like, it says 6mm notebook that I am using as the notebook for my short courses or my personal curriculums, because you got to take notes, and taking notes is good for your brain. So right now I've been doing a short story course and taking my notes, and I'm borrowing a book from somebody. So especially when I'm not in my own books and I'm just borrowing, I write my notes in one color and then my thoughts or my ideas in another color, and sort of keep track of those that way. Sorry, y'all, I had to get closer because the sun was doing the thing. Now, when we're talking about writing utensils, I am using Muji Pens for my preferred writing utensil in most of my notebooks, and I use single color. So in my work notebook or my work planner, black is always the things that are work related. And then I have a blue black pen that are for my personal things, which is swapped in my Muji personal planner. So all my personal stuff is still in blue black, and then my work stuff is in blue. And then this also has like my YouTube plans, which would be like an orange or something like that. When I'm doing my journal writing, it is in purple, if it will focus. There we go. This one's purple, and that goes in my morning pages journal. And then my Auralign planner, I use a regular blue colored pen. So there we go. And these are in 0.38 or 0.5 because that's my favorite style. How do you keep yourself organized? Do you have just one planner and journal? Do you have to have a whole ecosystem? Let me know. And also tell me about what you're using for your stationery, because I'm a sucker for good stationery and pens and things like that. Like I said, Muji is my favorite right now, but I'm always open for suggestions. Let me know in the downstairs area or the comment section. And as always, friends, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.